Hello, my name is David Pena, and today we will be discussing Module 4, and I will be explaining the deltoid muscle and its functions. This image demonstrates the anterior view of the shoulder. The deltoid muscle contains three portions. The first takes place at the anterior deltoid, which can perform flexion at the shoulder and medial rotation at the shoulder. Both functions are performed by the anterior fascicle of the anterior deltoid. The anterior fascicle allows crossing over the shoulder anteriorly, meaning that when it contracts, it pulls the arm forward and towards the middle. The origin of the anterior deltoid is the lateral third of the clavicle. This image demonstrates the posterior view of the shoulder. The next function takes place at the lateral deltoid, which can perform abduction at the shoulder. This movement is performed by the lateral fascicles of the deltoid by having the muscle go over the shoulder laterally. This allows the lateral fascicles to contract the arm, which then gets pulled outward. The origin of the lateral deltoid is the acromion. This image demonstrates the posterior view of the shoulder. The final function takes place at the posterior deltoid, which allows the extension of the arm at the shoulder and the lateral rotation of the arm at the shoulder. This movement is allowed by the posterior fascicles. The posterior deltoid muscle is the antagonist muscle to the anterior deltoid muscle, meaning that both are on the opposite location of one another. Anterior deltoid, posterior deltoid, and have opposite functions to one another. Where the anterior deltoid muscle pulls the arm forward and towards the middle, the posterior deltoid muscle does the opposite by acting as an extensor instead of a flexor, and a lateral rotator instead of a medial rotator. The origin of the posterior deltoid muscle is the spine of the scapula. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.